FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Taking a shot on the first play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff from the gun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Makes the grab. It's Green.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Jordan. He's got his man. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Holds and fires complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, FIU.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Here we go. Do the show.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Singleton. Wide open spaces. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Wants to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch, it's Singleton. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to throw. Now adjusting. Ripping. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. And the explosive explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida International.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Defense in press coverage. They're looking to throw on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. FIU pushing tempo. So first down will open up the final period. to give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here?
Touchdown, Panthers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Jordan. Rushes on him. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Toss to the outside. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Hines is tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They've got it in. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his 25. And he loses the football on the return. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Right on target this time. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Brown has it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Green. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. The extra point here would tie the game. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Bulldogs looking to convert on 4th down. send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
That's caught. It's Singleton. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Jordan. Unloads to the right. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got out of trouble and throws. This time on target. It's a running room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored.
Oh, he
tremendous resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to slam in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Jordan. Here's the pressure. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He's got him this time. At the 45 on his way. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a first and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Got his man. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw again. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play. They get their quarterback down at the 26.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Down he goes.
Back 18. Blue 85. Say hut. Set. Ready. Red 18. Red 29. Red 10. Let's go. Ready.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it at the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So
there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. No huddle here for the offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates.
He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Moving away from pressure. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
He wants to throw it again. Got him downfield. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Green. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone, using his legs to buy some time. Stands in and takes the hit. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. He's got it! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the quick pass. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Running through contact. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep to the left. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Flushed out of the pocket. A shot toward the end zone, and it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the outside. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Green. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Dropping back, it's Beck. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the hurry up.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The short hands, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Gets it past the marker.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass, it's back. Steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he wants it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make...
He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. He's not. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
2nd down coming up. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They get to him as he throws. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. This time he's got his man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Gonna swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Singleton. Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
To the air on second down. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads it left. And they took it. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He'll take another shot here. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, lived to fight another down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires deep toward the end zone. Looking to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try to power it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Now on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He fires a bullet to the right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Unleashes to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Beck. Using the quick game. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by defense limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Going up top again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
That is so.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.